Let's talk about Tropheus dubosi, an interesting algae scraper from Lake Tanganyika in Africa. It grows to the size of 5 inches or 12 centimeters and requires a minimum tank size of a 55-gallon for both their bioload and territorial aggression. Now for the habitat for this species. This species resides in deeper waters compared to other Tropheus species in this genus. This is thought to be because it reduces predation from birds, meaning birds won't eat them as frequently. But sadly, living in deeper water does put them at higher risk for open water predators, which forces them to have a higher aggression level. This species inhabits the north and northeastern part of Lake Tanganyika. They stick to the rocky shoreline and scrape algae off of rocks as their main food source. Due to being an aquifer feeder, algae scraper, and found at deeper depths, this is an outlier in the Tropheus genus. This is an oddity. Now for the diet for the species, which is honestly pretty interesting. Out of the Tropheus genus, there are two different diets. The algae grazers, who pick up large quantities of algae off of the substrate by scraping and rasping at algae-covered surfaces. And then there's the algae browsers, which Tropheus dubosi is actually a part of, one of the few. They are more selective in what they eat, and they rarely ingest substrate, unlike the algae scrapers. But because they are open water swimmers, they are of higher territorial aggression, meaning that they can't be kept with as many fish as other Tropheus species. Finally, for compatibility for the species, this is typically recommended to be kept as a species-only tank, only Tropheus in this tank. Ideally the same species. Because of dietary requirements, it's hard to mix them with other fish because they are algae browsers and they do require a herbivorous diet. If they ingest too much meaty foods, they will have bloat and die.